Hi, this is Brian Van from Sport Bike Track Gear, sportbiketrackgear.com. Today we're going to do a video review on an all-new boot from Alpinestars. This is the SMX5 boot. That's what I'm holding here. I'm holding actually one of the vented models. They've got some perforation here in the SMX5. And I've also got its predecessor here, the ever popular SMX4. And we'll kind of compare a couple of things between the two boots because this has been a very popular boot for a long time. And it's a kind of a big deal when Alpinestars replaces one of its very successful boots. Okay, let's talk about ventilation. Okay, this is a perforated model that offers an additional perforated panel. We have models that have no perforation, and then we have a waterproof model as well. There was no perforated version with the SMX4, so that's a big improvement for sure by stepping up to the 5. But staying on the topic of ventilation, we have a vent here, here, here. This is, basically a mesh panel here that'll move some air for sure. Now let's compare that to the 4. Smaller vent here, a little here, a little here. Let's turn them over to the other side. And ventilation here, nothing. That's just, everything's solid. No additional ventilation here, but we have picked up on the front of the boot, there is a vent right at the top of the foot. They both offer the replaceable, Alpinestars toe sliders. So if you're out there and you're riding a bit aggressively, touch these down a little bit, you can replace them. It's not a problem. They're inexpensive in the black plastic for sure. This boot is very comfortable. It's easy to put on, easy to take off. It's comfortable to walk in, okay? Something that's different between this and a full-on race boot, and it's illustrated still here in the SMX4, the heel of the boot is wider than it is on one of the race boots typically, and it just makes it more comfortable to walk in. Also, the compound of the sole is designed as much for riding as it is for walking, because somebody who's going to wear a boot like this is kind of a destination boot. You're going to throw these on, you're going to go out for a ride for a couple hours to a certain destination, hop off the bike, you're going to walk around either a little or quite a bit. And a boot like this is going to allow you to do that in comfort. Stepping up the perforation on this one like they have is going to make a big difference too, because it's going to work to keep your feet drier, cooler, and certainly more comfortable. Something else that they've done is they've worked on the flexibility of the boot quite a bit. It makes them more comfortable to walk in as well. So their focus here was for the SMX5 to increase comfort and increase the ventilation, and I think they've certainly hit the marks there. Let's talk sizing now. This is a size 46 European. The conversion for Alpinestars is 46 Euro, equates to 11.5 in US sizing. I just kicked off a 11.5 Globe, fits me perfect. Of course, as you might guess, I've already had this on. I know it fits perfect. Let's show you the zipper situation here. The zipper has a spandex expansion panel stitch in. That way, as you're going up over your ankle and stuff, it gets a little tight. Instead of overstressing the zipper and the leather of the boot, the expansion panel expands a little bit, boom, zips right up. It's just better for the boot and it's more comfortable. We also have here on this leather panel, we have just a slight expansion panel here sewn into the Velcro patch, and I'll show you why in just a moment. And that has a lot to do with comfort as well. Let's go ahead and zip down, slide in. You can see these are real easy to get on. Go ahead and zip it up. You can wear these underpants over a suit. A lot of flexibility there with this Velcro patch. I mean, this kind of boot, you can see the difference there that it would offer. I mean, look at how big the space is there now, and then I can adjust, and I can basically snug that right up, against my shin, so there's no space left, and you could slide your pants right over without any problem whatsoever. Essentially what this, I don't know, Jeff, if you can capture this or not. The reason they have a little expansion panel here on you know, in between the Velcro patch and the boot, is so that when you've got this Velcro patch tight, you know, that panel can stretch and move as you walk, and it keeps it from pulling on the boot. It just keeps it comfortable. Like I said, their focus with the 5 was to improve comfort and ventilation, and they've certainly done it. They took a boot in the 4 that was just supremely popular, was a very good boot, excellent seller, durable, comfortable, and they've improved it quite a bit. You know, I think that for 2008 and beyond, the SMX5 is certainly going to become a favorite, and I think it's even going to reach, you know, a few riders that wouldn't have chosen the SMX4, you know, because this one is, you know, with the ventilation and stuff, that's quite a step up, and this one is a little more sporty, I think, than the 4, and it's, you can see it's a little less clunky. The boot I have here, my right hand, is actually one size smaller than the one in my left, and I think overall for me, the look of the one on the left side, it looks a little smaller even though it's one size bigger, and it's just the way they've restyled the boot. It has more of a sleek look to it. It's a little more appealing. So there you have it. I think we've pretty much hit on all of it. This is the SMX5 boot, all new from Alpinestars. It's a fall release here in 2008. It's going to continue in 2009, and I'm sure for a few years beyond. The model I hold here in my hands, this is the vented black model. What you're picking up by going with the vented model is you've got this perforated leather panel here. It's available in various colors in the non-vented version. It'll still have these other vents on the boots, just not the perforated panel. And then they have a waterproof version as well. SMX5 boots, all new from Alpinestars.